everyone, how's it going? We are here with another episode of Life Beyond the Sale, and I've got Brian Gilbert here with Equity Group. Sorry about that. Brian, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing, Vanessa?
I am so good. Thank you so much for letting us come in here and chat with you. Now, Brian is the director for CAR. That's the California Association of Realtors. Okay, so we have him in here. We are Tulare County Association of Realtors. So Brian is going on there. I'm going to let him explain everything he does for the good of the people, for the county and also statewide, and also making voices when it comes to nationwide stuff here. Brian, how is it going with all of that stuff? And tell the people a little bit about what it is that you're doing for us.
A lot of people just think that realtors come in, open a door, and get paid for it. But it turns out there's significantly more to it than that.
Absolutely.
There's two facets of it. There's what the individual realtor does, which is learn their trade, learn the laws, learn the market, learn what the client's wants or needs are, and execute on that and make sure that they're operating in an ethical way and make sure that all the laws are obeyed and they make the biggest transaction in most people's lives successful, and to keep yourself out of court.
Yes, that's like the step in the door to what being a realtor is, right?
Yeah, and that's what people can see on the outside. But beyond that, we do significantly more behind the scenes. For instance, at the California Association of Realtor level, which is I'm a director there, and I'm also on some committees. What we do is we try to make housing more affordable. We try to take down some barriers to entry to housing. And we try to just make California real estate a profitable for the buyers and sellers, and we try to make it a way for people to generate equity, generate wealth for themselves and their families, and so that they can carry that on to the next generation.
Yeah, so you're not just buying a house and you're paying your mortgage every month. That mortgage is turning into a savings account for your generations.
Yep, and of all the investments over the last 100 years or so, real estate has always been the best.
Yes,
and they're not making any more of it.
And let's keep it that way, right? Yes. So how do realtors make it easier for first-time buyers, seniors, and situations like that?
So at the state level, we try to bring programs that make it easier. For instance, somebody looking for their first home, they're going to need 3.5% for the down payment. They're going to need 3% for closing costs. So we have lenders and the government. We try to work together, and we have incentives. We have down payment assistance programs. We have the Housing Affordability Fund that we try to help people who don't have the money to get into housing.
I love it. And that's where you guys step in and you guys go to the government and you're like, hey, things like this, these situations are happening. If we help them in this, and that way, it would make it a lot easier and more successful for everyone involved. That's where that all pretty much comes from, right? Is you being in there and being the voice for the home buyers and the home sellers.
What a lot of people do not understand is all of the money that we use for a California Association of Realtors, we raise ourselves. And we are one of the largest lobbies in California. And we pay over $2-3 million a year just to put our goals in front of the lobbyists and in front of the legislators.
Wow.
And that's realtors paying that money.
Yeah.
And so what we were trying to do is try to make housing more affordable, helping that American dream happen. And so that's what we do. And the programs we put in place do that. For instance, we just passed Prop 19 a couple years ago, which allows somebody who's 55 or older transfer their property tax base from the houses they're selling to the new houses they're buying.
Okay.
And there's some other intricacies with that program, but that really helps out a lot of people that are stuck in a house they've owned for 30, 40 years at a low property tax rate. And if they buy a new house, they don't have to have that property tax rate bumped up.
Oh, I get, boom, it just hit me.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a huge difference.
Right.
I love that because yes, a lot of the elderly are in their home that they've been in for so long. Oh my goodness, so many people need to know about that. We need to make a special show just about these laws that are coming out. So speaking of propositions, now Proposition 13.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the fair or like fair zoning laws. What makes those so important to our people?
So that came into effect in 1978. That's how long it's been around. And what it does is it keeps property taxes down. It keeps the taxpayer from having increasing every year. The government cannot increase the property tax. So instead of paying, for instance, in this county with assessments, we pay about 1.25% a year. But if you don't have Prop 13, that could be 5%, that could be 7%.
Whatever they want to make
and
it.
it could change from year to year.
Yes.
So we
SoCal Edison.
yes.
Doing whatever they want to do.
I'm not saying Southern California Edison's bad. Keep my lights on.
No, they're great.
But but there's that Prop 13. There's an assault on that every week. There's somebody who's trying to take the tax, wants more tax dollars to come from the citizens of California, and they try to repeal it. They try to chip away at it. But really, that's a cornerstone of home ownership.
Yeah.
Very important for California, and we as realtors, with the money that we spend, fight every day for that.
Yeah.
And for instance, trying to break down the barriers of CEQA, which is the California Environmental Quality Act, and that puts barriers to construction, barriers to expanding home ownership, and we're trying to cut that back because it costs a lot of money for those types of programs. Probably a little bit too intricate for this particular interview.
No, it's amazing. It's a lot that goes into it, you guys, and that just goes to show you guys there's so much more that comes to what they're doing behind the scenes when they're helping you buy or sell your home. There are so many different laws coming in, so many different rules that sometimes they don't want to make it a law. Let's just make it a rule, and then we got to make everybody abide by it. I thank you so much, Brian. Is there anything else that you'd like to put out to the community? Now, these questions and this interview is all based off of the article from the Sun Gazette that you can find us in once a month in the business section, guys. And also find us on Facebook, find the Tulare County Realtors Association on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, Tulare County Realtors. Make sure that you follow along, and that's where you are going to be seeing these videos, the full episodes of Life Beyond the Sale. Brian, what would you like to put out to the community?
Yeah, I would just like to say that we as realtors are working for you, our clients, our buyers, our sellers. We're trying to help you make a better life, and that's what we work every day to do. We're not just turning keys and opening doors. We're trying to help the dream come true.
Absolutely, that was beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next month.